There is order and a government structure in the heavens. You have different types of government systems. The main one is the Galactic Federation of Life, which includes several smaller councils. The Galactic Federation of Life, GFL, is a large coalition of civilizations from many different galaxies in our universe and is located in the Sirius and Orion star system, which is the capitals of your sector of the galaxy. The members work together for the harmonious existence of all life in the Milky Way galaxy and beyond. The Milky Way galaxy's Galactic Federation of Life was established at the end of the First Great Galactic War that was fought in the Lyra Ilion, Risk constellation between the Riskians, humans, reptilians, felines, bird beings, and many other races. After this war, the survivors decided that they must establish some way to arbitrate disputes, so that this kind of destruction of the Riskians and other homeworlds would not occur again. Thus, the GFL was established with the founding members being Lyran and Orion Riskians. Their first flagship was Nibiru, Atlantis, Destiny, Pelagi, some of the few ships active after the war. This was a very painful time, and the wounds of this war would take many dimensions of time to heal. In the beginning, the GFL was very small since so few had survived the war. Nibiru, Lyran Council, and Orion Councils doubled as the administrative arm of their new founded federation. In other words, they were the GFL. In time, new races were created as offshoots of the original four, and the GFL welcomed them as they reached galactic status, as you are about to do now. So the Galactic Federation of Life grew and became a very large and powerful federation of worlds devoted to universal peace and prosperity. Now there are millions of members from across your galaxy and other galaxies as well. Each race, civilization, and planet has an opportunity to have a representation within the GFL. These councils vary in size depending on population as well as the amount of responsibilities they carry within the management structure of the GFL. There are literally thousands of these councils and many races representing their worlds. The GFL is much larger than we may imagine. It is larger than the Republic and the Galactic Federation of Light put together. The GFL has one major overseeing council, which has representatives from each member council. This council meets in the Great Hall. With that said, each council has its own Great Hall. Perhaps this is why there is so much confusion around this Great Hall business. Many channelers attend meetings in the Great Hall and think there is only one, when in fact, it could be the Great Hall of one of the member races or civilizations. You see how quickly it gets all complicated. There are thousands of Galactic Hall. The Nibiruan Council is one of the largest councils due to its additional duties, one being the host council managing the complex details for the current Earth Grand Experiment. Another is to help negotiate alliances and maintain peace among the different worlds of the GFL and assist new and incoming members. For this reason, Nibiru is not a planet with just one civilization, it has many representatives from many races, 144,000 different species. The Galactic Republic, also known as the Republic, the High Republic, and the Old Republic, was a democratic union comprising thousands of worlds spread across the galaxy. They are the bad government democrats. The Galactic Constitution is the supreme law of the Republic, which is governed by a legislative body of senators, the Galactic Senate, who represented their home worlds. It was the Senate's prerogative to elect a supreme chancellor from among their ranks to serve as the government's leader. The Draco star system is the capital world of the Republic, and therefore, the seat of the Senate. The old Galactic Republic was started by Tarnusha Vulcan humanoid reptilians from the moon of Saturn, Titan. The Draco reptilians control the Republic. Founded approximately 25 billion years ago, before the battle on Risk. The Republic governed the galaxy from the core worlds to the outer rim territories, uniting various sentient species, human and alien alike, under one banner. As its power grew, the Republic engaged in various wars with the Riskians Empire, and several other empires. The Melchizedek Order, a spiritual order adhering to the good side of the All, supported against the Republic and are their enemies. After centuries of conflict and decline, the last war between the Riskins and Reptilians concluded with the dawn of the Old Republic era. After it was an age of unprecedented peace that lasted for almost a millennium, beginning with the rise of the modern New Galactic Republic. History was officially reset, and the ages before this event were merged into a collective whole known as the Old Republic. During the High Republic era, the Republic endeavored to expand galactic civilization through exploration and colonization. Political stagnation undermined the Republic in the final years of its rule. The separatist crisis divided the Republic between loyalists and the newly formed Confederacy of Independent Systems. The Old Republic was destroyed or trapped, and the New Republic was started by Halal, son of Tarnosh the reptilian Vulcan. The Galactic Federation of Light are an entity of beings focused on the preservation of all light in creation, and its ascension. Security and exploration assist in this process, but there are many ways we can achieve these goals. In the ongoing fight of light and dark intention, the GFL needs you. Light only makes up 1% of the universe. It is ran by Ashstar Command. The head person of the Galactic Federation of Life is Sharon. They are the neutral government. The Galactic Federation of Light was founded over 4.5 million years ago to prevent interdimensional dark forces from dominating and exploiting this galaxy. At present, there are just over 200,000 member star nations, confederations, or unions. Approximately 40% are humanoids and the rest are varied forms of sentient beings. Most members of the Galactic Federation are fully conscious beings. There is a Galactic Federation in each of the inhabited galaxies of our universe. You have 4 natures of beings in the universe. You have malevolent, benevolent, neutraloids, and the confused. The malevolent are bad, disagreeable, and ways. Benevolent are good and agreeable yas. Neutraloids are beings who have both natures. They are good and bad. We'll call this willpower. We call these people clashers. They can do good or bad. Then you have the confused, which are beings who are neutraloids but are unbalanced. They are Yahwehians. Types of civilizations: Type 0A civilization that harnesses the energy of its home planet, but not to its full potential just yet. As you might have guessed, your good old human selves. You're currently at about 0.73 on the Kardashev scale. It is presumed you will reach Type I in about 100 years, give or take, depending on how fast your technology advances and how diligently you procreate. Type 1A civilization that is capable of harnessing the total energy of its home planet. This is where you're heading, whether you want it or not. The good part would be that we'd achieve an ultimate peak. The bad part is that you will soon have more energy demand than supply, because evolution can't be so easily halted. We'd have to leave Earth and start pumping other planets for their worth, or even milk our own star directly for its power. Regardless, becoming a Type I civilization is overall a good thing. As a Type I civilization, we would be capable of controlling Earth entirely. Even influence the weather, control volcanic eruptions and earthquakes, influence global flora and fauna, geological makeup, plate tectonics, etc. On the flip side, we'd have to recycle everything to get by. Type 2 an interstellar civilization, capable of harnessing the total energy output of a star. This is the next stage in the evolution of a civilization, and presumes a level of technological development that allows for gigantic constructions and utmost efficiency. Dyson structures come to mind here, which are gigantic constructs meant to harness the energy of stars. A Type 2 civilization would not just build these megastructures, but also inhabit them and completely control what goes on inside them. It would control the orbit of all planets in that system, harvest asteroids and comets at its leisure, and basically consume the entire solar system. An intimidating power to behold. Type 3 a galactic civilization, capable of inhabiting and harnessing the energy of an entire galaxy. Here we start to venture into truly sexy. Or am I the only one getting all flushed and tingly at imagining the scale of evolution? Fans herself. A Type 3 civilization would span the entire galaxy, colonizing and controlling numerous systems. It would be able to harness, store and use the energy output of all stars within that galaxy. Such a civilization would use planets like building blocks, being able to move planets from one solar system to other, merge solar systems, merge stars, absorb supernovae, and even create stars. The galaxy is their playground, and everything in it becomes a toy. Even galactic cat shit, if accidentally dug out. Type 4A universal civilization, capable of harnessing the energy of the whole universe. This civilization would be supergalactic, able to travel throughout the entire universe and consume the energy output of several, possibly all galaxies. Think of that real estate size. It would also be capable of projects of gargantuan proportions, such as manipulating space-time and tinkering with entropy, thus reaching immortality on a grand scale. An essentially indestructible and highly utopian civilization. Type 5A multiverse culture, capable of harnessing the energy of multiple universes. Welcome to metaphysics. Leave your religion at the door, and count your strings before entering. No doubt a child of the increased popularity of string theory, the Type V civilization would outgrow its own universe. It would span countless parallel universes, being able to manipulate the very structure of reality. Find that hard to imagine in practical terms? You're not alone. We're all friends here. Have a cookie. Type 6. Even more abstract is the Type 6 civilization. The Type 6 exists outside of time and space, and is capable of creating universes and multiverses, and destroying them just as easily. It's similar in concept to a deity. It's hard to imagine a story with such a civilization, since its perfection and indestructible nature would offer little conflict potential. Unless, of course, you're a lower type civilization waiting to be chewed, swallowed, and digested by one such Type 6 monstrosity. Recipe for paraversal tragedy. Galactic Law. Galactic law was the system of law, parallel to international law on Earth, upheld by many interstellar governments. It was enforced by several species. The Galactic Alliance were keen upholders of galactic law. The Galactic Charter was an important document of galactic law. The rules of the Ascended are, that one cannot interfere in mortal affairs, a rule that is sometimes broken, causing the one who broke the rule to be punished by the other ascended beings, the Keeper. Often, this punishment hurts the mortal world instead of the responsible being, so as to show the transgressor the effects of his actions. The only time someone managed to directly interfere without being stopped was when Jesus, Yahshua, haruated mortals against Halal the devil and his Draconians Ori followers on earth, using his powers more freely as the others were not there and were unable to stop him, the devil. He was giving a pass to live as a mortal. He was giving a pass to break the rule of non-interference. The thing that Jesus did would clearly be violation of the rules, such as when he healed immortals of blindness, lame, and feed 5,000. The others have only been seen to interfere when an ascended being tries to do something directly, such change or go back in time to alter the future. What is galactic law? Galactic law is a series of rules and regulations handed down from the ancient Rizkin's 24 elders and the Most High since before the beginning of time. Any civilization that refuses to follow the rules of galactic law are considered abhorrent invaders, and sanctions are placed on their societies, ranging from population limits to bans on space travel. The first law is the most well-known and most important law in the constitution of the galactic law. It states that no fifth-dimensional race or higher civilization can or should interfere in the development of a lower third to fourth civilization without adequate cause. The punishment for breaking this law is possibly the second death or exile to the null zone, dark